my.
I wanna chill with a familiar face, get lost in their eyes without a trace, and contemplate if anyone can see me now.
I am
In a soul screaming out.
incredibly late. Initially the idea was to stream at 2 p.m. But then I changed to 3 p.m. And now I am 1 hour and a half late. 2 hours and a half if you want to consider the initial times. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? The pipes of my bathroom were clogged, and so they needed a little bit of a maintenance. And that's why I'm late. Sorry. Really sorry. The good news is though, I streaming. On any other day I would cancel streaming for today. But not today. Now it's different. And also it's not going to disturb my drawing. But I managed to do a little bit of drawing during that time. Problem is, we finish the current stuff drawing that I'm working on. We'll probably have to stay up late. Maybe even stay awake all night, perhaps. I'm going to suck, but what can I say? What else can I do? Alright. No more stalling. Today, the plan still remains to go to 80 from ATST2 all the way to AT7 before. So with that, oh, how's my mic? How's my mic? Oh, it's capture fine, just fine. Okay. Alright then. The audience bleeds on stage. The actor weeps in the audience box. ATST2 Symmetry. Oh right, chat. I need to make it so I am able to read the chat. There we go. Messages? No. All messages. Alright. Tesai-san has been inside for quite a while. I am starting to get worried. Don't worry about him. The other man at his forge is like you singing on stage, or Shiguma punching someone or me at a pachinko machine. Are you really good at pachinko? Probably not, I imagine. Trying to change the subject, Kichisei takes a cookie from the plate in front of her and puts it in her mouth. I have almost eaten all the cookies. Why are all the cookies here Ninomiya's classic 60 milk flavor? Is it Tesai-san's favorite? Tetsuya used to like it. If Tetsuya realized what kind of man Kimbe was, would have realized it a long time ago if he could. To be fair, Tetsuya following Kimbe around is really just the effect. The root cause goes back to old man Tessai. Only Tessai had half your wisdom, Kichisei-san. Oh, he's already here then. Kimbe? Go inside, Momoka. I will hold him off. Let's not rush to a fight, kiddo. My. How honored I am to be welcomed by the Oyabun himself. Where is Hoshiguma? She's enjoying the hospitality of my people. and is unable to help. Despicable scan! Blame yourself. I was trying to bait her with Moriuchi, but she bit the hook before I even had the time to set the bait. But I don't like to kill unless I have to. These are more civilized days. I'm here to extend a sincere invitation to Chairman Tassai to attend my ascension ceremony. Your... what? You heard. If Chairman Tassai will not hand over Kajimachi whatsoever, then I must take the small liberty of taking over the leadership of the King Sekikai. After all, the position is already little more than a figurehead. If you are too embarrassed to attend, you can simply hand over Hanya, and the ceremony can take place without you. Hanya is not the symbol of succession. Never was. It is if someone believes it is. You favored Hoshiguma too much. Never even realized it, did you? Or did you choose to give Hanya to Hoshiguma because she went to Langamen for the sole purpose of snubbing me? Or did she have that I didn't? That you would detest me so? Think too highly of yourself. Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. It's not that I think too highly of myself. You look down on everyone except for your beloved Hoshiguma. Standing alone at the door, Mifune laughed. Momoka and Kichise slowly moved back behind Tessa. Perhaps your son would not have turned against you if you told you this soon. If I told you this soon. Oh, I bring Tetsuya. Did you think I opposed you in order to pass leadership onto that kid? It's not made for it. I know. He's another one you look down. Enough talk. I may not be able to beat you, but it's not so hard to stall you until Hoshiguma gets back. This is my house, after all. Also, it will be a good chance to try out the reforged Hanya. Tameshigiri? Wonderful. I have something to show you before that, though. Mifune reaches into his clothes. Tassai keeps a careful eye on his movements, but all Mifune does is take out a few photos, casually tossing them to the floor. Tassai catches a glimpse of one of the photos, which falls face up in front of him. Tetsuya. Such a good boy. He did everything I asked of him to the limits of his ability, whether he could ultimately handle it or not. For example, he really did find the Northern Court by himself. Why, you? I was surprised when I first saw the photos, but then it started to make sense. Tetsuya's mother may have missed her family in the north, but she steadfastly refused any approach to become a spy. Yet the mark of Hoashi was on all the weapons that we, the King Sekikai, procured in secret. My fault, I suppose. The King Sekikai's TV station wasn't as powerful as it is now, and those who wanted a piece of the King Sekikai would have sat upon the news like hungry beasts. Eventually, I helped you find a place for the weapons, but you had to take care of the aftermath. You were forced to place the blame on Tetsuya's mother, as you once placed it on Hoshiguma. To you, the King Sekikai is the king on the shogi board. You will preserve it at all costs, never hesitating to cut other pieces loose, be it a queen like Hoshiguma, or promoted rooks like me that you look down. I'm curious myself. What does Tetsuya mean to you? Is he a hook? A bishop? Or is he so incompetent that you see him as a pawn you wouldn't mind losing. If that was really so, you would have to have a fight here and now. But he isn't, is he? He is incompetent. But he's not a shogi piece. He is your precious son, not to be placed on the board. Shut up! Clearly on edge, the old man seems ready to charge at Mifune with shield raised at any moment. But Mifune can see Hanya trembling in his hand. His mother's name will never be cleared. If the same fate befalls your only remaining. Said, shut up! You're hesitating. You're contemplating whether there's a chance the reforged Hanya will allow you to neutralize me in one blow, and bargain my life for Tetsuya's. Chance. What an obnoxious word. Are you scared? Unfortunately for you, there is more than one person who carries out my will. I'm not claiming strength in numbers, but the moment you swing Hanya at me, a button will be pressed, and these photos will show up on Kinseki channel. And you will be free, once and for all. When Tetsuya realizes that he was right, and his father never cared about him, just as his father never cared about his mother. What do you say, old man? What do you say, old man? Oh, that's his face then. He does have some horns. What? No, it's not true. It can't be. This isn't real. Tetsuya frantically shakes the shoulders of the ninja who brought him here, but he cannot even tell if the ninja is looking at him. After so many years, I have finally delivered Hanya into the hands of its true master. Unfortunately, I still have to complete certain tasks entrusted to me. Where is the deed of Kajimachi? No rush. The one who gave me the task wanted it done cleanly. For now, you can simply follow. Those two... The girls? I'm certainly willing to do you a favor, since you have been cooperative so far. Come quietly, and I will spare their lives. What to hell, Kimbe? I'll cut your tail off and make a belt out of it. Yet you say. His father's angry voice comes through the TV speakers somewhat distorted, giving the scene a sense of surrealness. Papa, where are you taking him? Let him go. You wanted to get me. Come for me. Why him? Why? Mio-san, where is the Ao-Oni? Mifune-san's orders were to let her go when the time is right, and allow her to return to Kajimachi. What of the boy? Where do we let him go? When do we let him go? Or are there other plans? I don't know. The orders from upstairs were to keep him in the room, and don't let him break anything in it. I wasn't told anything else. I see. Mio-san, see, I'm not sure how long I will have to watch him, and I was up all night last night. I am very tired, to tell the truth. You can go. Arigato. He just disappears. Dematerializes himself out of the scene. Reduces his own opacity. Damn, Dev is a real ninja. What's on the TV? Oh. Let me go. I asked a question. Let me go. Ifune-san's orders are that you are not to leave this room. My father's gone with your people. He's willed it. What else do you want? I'm simply following orders. The young Oni draws his bokuto, but the ethereal hand emerging from behind the library easily brings him to the ground. Don't waste your energy. Won't you say something, Chairman Tessai? If you decided to stay silent for now, suit yourself. As long as you speak when I tell you to. The camera follows Tessai. Tetsuya sees his father leave the manor and enter a car stopped in front of its gate. After a short while, the door of the car opens. Through an unremarkable door is a splendorous meeting hall. What is this place? Auction hall. Auctioning what, Hajimachi? You don't mean my father's... No. The next item for auction is not listed in the catalog. It was added at the last minute. I present the very first ever TV set manufactured by the Kinseki Group. Starting at 7 million. A TV set that looks so unremarkable, yet starting at the remarkable price of 2,000 real. There must be something extraordinary about it. 7,500,000. Kohei Mifune-san? Are you serious? Of course. I doubt I am the only one who recognizes its value. Are you sure? Regardless, we have a bid for 7,500,000 from Kohei Mifune-san. 7,500,000 going once, 7,500,000 going twice. 10 million. In the middle of the screen, the aging Oni slowly raises the pedal in his hand. His old, feeble voice comes through the TV speakers. That's Chairman Tessai of the Kinseki Kai? What did Mifune say? 15 million? He's still raising the bid. What is he trying to do? Kill my father by putting him into debt? The livery says nothing, but the young man sees a hint of pity in her eyes that goes a little further than what the number 15 million should elicit. 200 million? You're bidding 200 million, Tessai-san? 200 million? 200 million going once, 200 million going twice. Last chance at 200 million. Sold. Tetsuya watches as Tessai rises from his seat and walks past rows of well-dressed buyers towards the TV sets that should have belonged to him to begin with. Tessai-san, there's still paperwork to be done. Tessai ignores the auctioneer and gently lifts the TV set. the way he did when he marketed it to potential buyers, one at a time, many years ago. Tetsuya raises his bokuto again. He charges at Mio in desperation, but is once again thrown easily to the floor. Again and again. The TV set continues to mercilessly send distorted sounds into the room. The sound of camera shutters, of people giving a show of applauding, of footsteps, of the rustling of pen on paper, of car doors shutting, of car engines rumbling. The now unfamiliar sounds of the door to his father's man. Tetsuya lost count of how many times he has gotten back up after being thrown to the ground by Mio. He charges futilely again when he hears the voices behind him. One like a ghost, the other like a man eating aki. Voices that hardly even seem human anymore. No. Give me the deed. Sign here to stamp your handprint, and all will be done. You still can't do it, can you? But you will understand that none of it is over until you have put your palm to the page. And what happens when I do? The deed to Kajimachi will become the collateral of a loan in the amount of 200 million. The TV set is yours, once you give the payment to the auction house. It's Tetsuya that I'm talking about. Him? Same as always. Those photos of him will be sealed away. Forever. We'll never be able to pay back the debt. We can keep these secrets together, and he will be none the wiser. The two people in the room with the TV both freeze. Even the Liberi, who should have seen plenty of such things, takes an involuntary step backwards. You liar! He's a liar. Mifune is a liar. Don't do it. No! I know. It's not easy. Choosing between abandoning your son or crushing a debt and a son and a crushing debt. Money. I don't care about money. Money, business, titles, land. None of that matters anymore. But only this. Bowing my head to rotten scum like you. And yet bow you will. Bow you will for the Tetsuya you failed to save from the rampaging Aki. And for the other Tetsuya you almost made a traitor out of. Promise me, you won't kill Tetsuya, or Hoshiguma, or those two girls. I won't. He tricked me. He tricks me. Don't let him trick you. You're the Hoyabun of the Kinsekikai. You're Tessai, the Kingpin. You're my father. Papa. This isn't supposed to happen. This isn't who you are. You're the villain who can turn Mitsuko's Yakuza upside down with a wave of your hand. You're the steel-hearted murderer who killed my mother. This isn't who you are. Papa. As the old man places his hands in the ink pads, then leaves his red handprint. on the paper. It seems like all life has been sucked out of it. Good. Very good. By the way, your son just saw everything that happened. From beginning to end. I'm sure he will be grateful to you. No need to thank me. You... How dare you? Your son thought he was the same as me. He thought you always looked down on him as you looked down on me. Thinking of him as a worthless substitute. I hope he learned his lesson and stops thinking of himself as the most pitiable man under. How lucky he is to have someone willing to trample the last vestige of his own dignity for him. A wave of the fan, and the hand-printed sheet is cut in half. But Mifune continues to sneer. The image on the TV starts shaking. Something seems to have moved the camera. Here's the camera. You deceived me. You let Tetsuya know about all this. You're meant to spare him. Why? Would you deceive Hoshiguma, deceive me, deceive the Tetsuya? Deceive is such a strong word. Hoshiguma learned that her choice was only ever wishful thinking. Tetsuya learned that you did love him often. And you understand now, don't you? Mitsukue no longer needs you or the hypocrisy of the Kinsekikai. Everything you have done was to fool yourself. A loud noise comes through the speakers, and the camera is smashed. The screen goes dark, but the speakers continue to mercilessly communicate the sound. The sound of Tessai's fan clashing with Mifune's sword. The sound of labored footsteps. The sound of blades impaling flesh. Papa? The sound of blood dripping. Papa? The sound of a body hitting the floor. Papa? On the battlefield, or die fighting cops. My vengeful blade, don't die like this. Don't die for me like this. Humiliated, trampled beneath another man's feet. You don't deserve to be my father. I don't deserve to have you die for me like this. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this for a fool? Papa. Mifune-san? Yes, I took over from the ninja. His reaction? I am sure you can imagine. You have no further use for him? Yes. What others do you have? Yes. I will go to the place where Momoko is being held. But was there not someone else? The woman by the name of Pixiv. Mio, is it? Even told you to kill me, didn't he? Wants to wrap things up cleanly. He doesn't want any loose ends, does he? Do it. Kill me here. And now. Otherwise I will kill you with my tooth and nail. If it takes to get out of here. Go. 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 Before I change my mind. Never come back. As the sun sets, Tesai does not know. He has lost track of time. He remembers falling to Mifune's blade. He remembers Mifune grabbing his hand and leaving a bloody handprint on a new contract. Then, the footsteps grow distant, and his vision grows gray and blurry. He wants to be free of all this. Uncle Tesai? He's finally here. Jesus Christ, Hoshiguma. What took you so... Well, I guess Mio did kept her occupied for a little while. God damn it. Stuck. This whole situation just sucks, honestly. What even is the plan? Where else to go from here? Killing Mifune will even change anything here? Well, I guess it could, because it seems like Mio is not entirely on board with his plans. Since she is giving... She has been quite merciful so far. Okay, she's still following Mifune's plan, right? Sure, but there's still some signs that some mercy on her. Water. Maybe there's still a chance. The old man stands back, and feebly as he hears, stands back up, feebly, as he hears the familiar voice. Perhaps out of guilt, perhaps out of the lingering sentiment, perhaps because he does not want Hoshiguma to see the true extent of his wickedness. Oh, Hoshiguma. What did this? Himbe? Hoshiguma. I couldn't protect Kajimachi or Hanya. Where's Momoka? What did you say? Himbe was right about one thing. Sitting in my chair, I started thinking of everything as shogi pieces. Moving them, raiding them, sacrificing. But I forgot I know more than a shogi piece myself. In the eyes of others. You're no match for a king, bear. Leave this forsaken place. Go back. Go back to Langman. No, I won't. Sit down, Contessa. I will find a doctor. Stop. Father. Can't you see? I am beyond help. Uncle Tessai. I'm here. Uncle Tessai. You're not going anywhere. Sit down. We'll sit together for a little bit. Just like old times. Koshiguma helps the dying old man sit down. She casts her gaze towards the tall walls in the distance. There are lights flashing outside, and the sound of tracks rolling over the ground. She does not care what it means. Hajimachi is dead. And she cares not what will become of it later. All she knows is that she must stay with the dying. The old man's breathing grows weaker and weaker, but he begins to feel the rumbling of tracks too. He looks up in terror, but his eyes can no longer see. The ground trembles beneath him. Is that a sound I can't hear? What is it? Oh, Shiguma. What is it? It's... Koshiguma stops in mid-sentence, choking back tears. After a while, she growls from the back of her throat. It's the signal to begin the fireworks show. The fireworks have begun? Yes. They're getting ready. You hear the commotion, don't you? Yes. Hajimachi hasn't been so lively in a long time. A smile appears on the old man's face. An engineering vehicle rams through the manor walls, causing the beams to shake violently. Not too far away, the pachinko parlor machines are crushed to pieces, sending tiny balls flying everywhere. Don't you hear the fireworks? Yes. The sound of fireworks going off, taiko drums rumbling, the noise of the crowd. He feels the trembling to the ground of the ground again. It's a joyful dance. He hears the faint sound of car horns from vehicles caught in traffic jam outside. He senses his own heartbeat, growing slower by the second. No. No. I can't. In his final moment, his heart races once more, and hot blood flows swift through his veins. As the dying man gazes at the sunset, thinking that it is the rising sun. The wrinkled hands fall weakly. Found the body of that witness reported. The suspect, matching the description of Hoshiguma. Was this part of Kimbe's plan too? Shut up and come with us. Calling the police, letting me see me with Uncle Tessa as he draws his last breath, so that I will once again be suspected of a murder. This part of Kimbe's plan too? Did his people call you? I see. Hoshiguma takes a leap and sees a familiar foe before the policeman says anything. Yakuza. Ninja. You're in league with each other? The policeman looks down at his own feet, as Hoshiguma swings her unsheathed sword, trying to cut a path through the faint but inevitable dusk. That was painful. That was fucking painful, man. You can't hate Kimbe enough. And the worst part, I don't even think that killing the guy is going to fix anything. God damn this, man. Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake. You can't hate Kimbe enough. Oh, I hope he dies. He probably will die, right? And I hope he does so. I'm not entirely sure how strong Hoshiguma is, but I hope he dies. Fuck me. At the very least, he seems like SI in his last moment was, even if just for a bit, at peace, right? Ah, man. Alright. Dragged in, swallowed. No way out, no escape. Nowhere to run. Why run? Maelstrom 86 before. Pardon me, man. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, we are fighting now at least. I mean, at this moment, there's nothing really holding Hoshiguma back, right? Maybe no, actually, there's still Momoka and Kichisei. Moriuchi is probably fine at this point. Wait, maybe Moriuchi could help us. Maybe. I don't know what exactly he saw when trying to encounter his Kami again. But he is one person that could still reappear in the story. I don't think his arc is fully ended yet. Just stand there. These scoundrels aren't half as well behaved as the suspect. Tired. You think I'm not? I mean, I really am tired. We and a whole bunch of scum couldn't catch one bloody woman. So, wouldn't touch a hair. She wouldn't touch a hair on our heads. The real scum are the ones she knocked out with her sheets. All of them have a rap sheet 10,000 re long. We are working with this scum against her. Oh, she knocks them out one by one. So. Ah! Koreto keeps saying, it will get better. I've been on the job for almost 10 years and I don't see things improving one bit. Out of the way, cop. Shogo! How dare you attack a police? I told you to get out of the way. Why you... They stare into each other's eyes. Excuse me, officer. May I pass? Or I could commit assault on an officer of the law. Or murder. I'm not picky at the moment. The officer signs and stands aside, putting his empty hands where Hoshiguma can see them. Thanks. For Shogo. Ding dong ding. Lingone's department store. Everything you want, you'll find it here. Lingone's department store. Come in, have a pint. We have just the right leisure for an oni like you. Or if you could prefer the more traditional stuff, we have a fine collection of Imo's shochu for you to pick from. Take this, Ojo-san. Out of the way. What's the hurry? Are you looking for the most precious thing on Terra? The stepping stone to happiness. Wait. You're the Ao-Oni of the Insekikai? May I ask you where Momoka-san is? Are you a fan? Or are you after Mifune's bounty? Neither. I just want to ask a favor. Can I ask you to... disappear me like Momoka-san? Maybe that will make me go viral like her. Jesus fucking Christ. It's the Ao-Oni. Can I get a pic? Out of the way. Wait, Ao-Oni-san. Ao-Oni-san. We are just a drinking establishment. One Moeshima Black to go. The Moeshima Black production line shut down a few years ago. May I interest you in the newest offering from the same maker? It's their premium line, which I am sure you'll be happy with. Fine, whatever. While the clerk gets the liquor, Hoshiguma stands with her back against the storefront, gazing coldly at the crowd that has begun to gather. A city is a big place, whether it's called Langmen or Mitsukure. The death of one man does not move the heart of the whole city. much less the death of a Yakuza figurehead. One man has died. Many still live. But the people who still live, this city that they live in, has nothing to do with her. No one's following. This is a good place. Hoshiguma opens the bottle, and the smell of alcohol gushes out. Just smelling it is enough to make her lightheaded. This one's for you, Uncle Tessai. Ugh. How could this stuff taste so thin when it's so expensive and the alcohol content so high? It's the second time I have drank to some. First was to my father at my old home. Kaiden chaser must be thrilled about the only drinking with a dead man. Kaiden. Story of me and Higashi ended when I chose to step up from what was right. And I really didn't know what it was. It was stupid. Even though I survived Chan to face the same choice, and she survived as well, I still think it's stupid. Should have met Chan Huichie, Uncle Tessai. She's a true Kyo. Although they pronounce it a different way in Yan, it refers to the same thing. Someone who's willing to stand in the way of an army 8,000 strong, armed with nothing more than a sword. This one's to her. But I'm not like her. She's brave. Unlike me. Awkward, isn't it? I am scared. I can't deny it. I'm not worried about my own life. But what about other people? Those I'm trying to protect. What about my home? Honestly, I should have just set out for Langman right now. Never looked back. It's a big deal, an LGD officer, suspected of murder in Higachi. That would make a headache for everybody, from Issy to Mr. Lim to Madame to Mizuki to Mr. Wei. They won't abandon me. I know what kind of people they are. And they know me well. I caused this. Will my new home suffer for the trouble that I caused? But I keep calling it home in that case. Or I could draw my sword and become a real Oni. A killer. Kill Kimbe. Kill any of his men who dare draw on me. Kill any police who stand in my way. Turn into a nightmare that roams the streets of Mitsukue. Become a true monster. Become the Kaiden after all. Take my vengeance, go with the tide, embrace the times, become the maddest of the revelers. Become exactly what exactly what everyone in Mitsukue wants me to be. There's no way out. Every path leads to a dead end. Is the bottle empty already? You certainly can hold your drink, Yoshiguma-san. Who's there? Oh, the police officer. Where are your men? I came alone. Where's Uncle Tessai's body? In police possession. Cause of death was a sword wound. But it was not your sword that did the deed. Why are your men after me? Orders from above. You here to arrest me too? No. I'm here to drink with you. Without waiting for an answer, the policeman sits down on the ground and takes out a small glass from his pocket. This stuff is strong. Wants to try convince me to come quietly so you can carry out those orders from above? Then get you out of Mitsukue and back to Lung. Against the orders of your superiors? Why do you think I had you taken into custody the moment you entered Mitsukue? Have done the same. The gang leader who had committed a major crime in Lungmen 20 years ago came back. Is that all? What else could it be? The policeman looks straight into Hoshiguma's eyes. But he realizes that Hoshiguma is not joking or hiding anything. He suddenly punches her in the face. Okay, alright. Can't believe you forgot. The direct candidate killed by the Kinsekikai was named Korito. That was for my uncle. Akayero. His murder would not have gone ignored all these years if you didn't stubbornly claim responsibility for your stupid Yakuza owner. Sorry. It's a little too late for that. There's nothing I can do about Mifune. He's in cahoots with one of the most powerful Diet members. How else could a Yakuza have gained so much influence over the police? Best I can do, the best the police can do, is to let you go. So he wants to get what he wants. And Uncle Tessai's death will be nothing more than a footnote in the Ao-Oni Kaidan legend and the Haunted House. Nothing will ever get resolved. Same as it was back then. Am I right, Detective Korito of the Spiritual Affairs Station? You say you don't want him to get what he wants, but all you're doing is helping him. Think Mifune is behind the Kaidan. You don't sound surprised. He copies I call. Even if he's from the Spiritual Affairs Station, I can smell where the rot is coming. Even with this chained collar around my neck. So you have made peace with the chains? All you need to worry about is filling your own stomach with fried meat chop with rice. Not all of us are the same. Do you know how much it costs to get a house that can barely squeeze a family of 4 in Mitsukue? I'm not sure I want to know. If you're willing to pay off my loans and take my wife and kids to Lungmen, sure. I will turn your old home upside down. Or if you're absolutely certain that it will be a fatal blow to Tune, could potentially see myself jumping on this gamble of yours. Now, it's your turn to answer. Do you plan on paying off these loans that I'm not even sure I could free myself of before I die? Or is there a greater power than the diets, enough to take Mifune out once and for all? I'm doing my best to help you. Recognize good fate when you see it, Aomi. The policeman angrily downs the last bit of liquor left in the cup. With me. No. Give me a reason. I want my sacrifice to mean something. But everything in Mitsuku is denial. What else is left for me in this empty city? It's time to go. It's time to go home. I hope Missy had a better summer in Siesta than I did here. Goma! Who's there? Who's what? What are you talking about? Hoshiguma. Ghost-san. Oh, what did I say? What did I say? I knew it he would appear again. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought it was Moriuchi. God. I got you baited. Sorry. Momoka? Do you hear Momoka's voice, Koreto? Momoka? The idol? Isn't she supposed to be with you? I was going to ask where you hid. I'm over here. This way. Hoshiguma runs in the direction of the voice. Koreto signs and follows her. There's no one here, but the voice is getting closer. Over here, this way. Momoka? What are you doing in a TV? Neither Hoshiguma nor Koreto say it out loud. A shabby TV set lies outside a tiny shop. It is hard to tell what the shop does, or if it is even open at all. Inside, Momoka is yelling something at Hoshiguma. She's not looking at Hoshiguma, but knocking on something in front of her, as though she's trying to break the TV screen and climb out. Ow, 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 my ears. Don't do that again, game, please. You're there, right, Hoshiguma? I'm here. Can't you see me? I can't see you, but I can hear you. Oh, I'm so relieved. I thought it was all over. Hold the tears. Where are you? What's going on with this TV? Jisei and I are being held prisoner at Kimba's base. Momoka. The TV goes dark. A cold wind blows through the gaps between the buildings, and Hoshiguma's sword hums in its sheath. Koreto. I was agitated by Uncle Tessai's death and forgot a few things. My bad. But what about you? Did you really think I have hidden Momoka? Did you say too? I guess she's not important to you, nothing more than an inveterate. inveterate pachinko gambler. Oh, Shiguma. What's one or two innocent lives to you? As long as you get this troublemaker out of town. After all, they are already knee-deep in this kingdom mess. Why bother? Well, we will do our best to protect them. People who died in the haunted house, Uncle Tessai, that Yakuza killed in Kajimachi a few days ago. Since when have you been any good at protecting anybody? It is Hoshiguma's turn to punch the detective in the face. The detective stumbles back a few steps before steadying him himself. I don't need you to remind me of my failures. You're not a troublemaker to me. You're my trump card. The only thing that can hurt me. The only thing standing between him and a total control of Mitsuko. It's the way you play it is to get me out of the city. It's the best a cop can do. A cop, huh? You're a cop too. You know the limitations. Go back to Langman, Hoshiguma. Your particular individual and the LGD will take care of things for you. Hoshiguma instinctively reaches into her pocket, where her LGD badge is. But the first thing she feels is something soft. The ribbon that Tessa gave her after removing it from Hanya. A gift from her friends, bearing their best wishes. For some reason, it feels like she can smell the sea breeze of Siesta. The haystacks of the Victorian plains. The aroma of Langman's downtown restaurants. And the scent of Kajimachi's old wooden houses. You're right. Good. You have seen the light. Now hurry up and... I mean, you're right. That the LGD would take care of things for me. We have been too cautious. Too concerned about bothering my friend. What do you mean? Hoshiguma does not answer. She takes the sword and sheath from her belt and begins wrapping the ribbon around the handle. You're going to use the sword? For what? I have a promise to fulfill. You're going to rescue them? Don't be sick. Missy would probably be angry enough to burst a few blood vessels if I just went back to Langman with my tail between my legs. Assuming I had a tail. And I would never be able to look Lane Yusia in the eye again. As for Chen, I still have to fight Chichao with the reforged Hanya. Can't very well go back empty-handed. Aren't you afraid that you will regret it for the rest of your life? Like 20 years ago? Uncle Tessai said that Hanya was imbued with the secret art of the temples. But I didn't have the discipline to suppress the madness in my own blood. Discipline, madness. Don't you think all that's a little vague? I don't know what would have happened 20 years ago if the secret art was there. And I don't care. I don't need it now. As long as this ribbon touches my hand, Hoshiguma will never fall to bloodlust. As for regrets, the only thing I regret is that I tried to shoulder everything myself. I was obsessed. My sacrifice meaning something. Why do you think you have to do this? Is it because you're a cop? Or because you're a Yakuza? Cop? Yakuza? None of that matters. I promised to Momoko. That's all. Oh, and since I'm going to rescue them, it's more likely than not I will run into Mifune at some point. And I will go find him. If I don't, there's something I have to ask him. Hoshiguma sees a light begin to appear from within the policeman's sunken rolled weary eyes. You will fight him? Not looking for a fight, but I'm not sure there's a way out of it. Would I gesture to end him for me? You don't even have to ask. That enough though? Like I said, I am a cop. I'm going back to the station. I'll do my best to fend off pressure from upstairs, as long as there are no corpses. Words cannot express my gratitude. Hope I live up to it. Oh, look at her getting buddy-buddy with a cop. as an ex-member of the Yakuza. Huh. But I do wonder though, who exactly are the person with the diet with which Mifune is in cahoots with? I don't think we have seen them before. At least I still not entirely sure who was that person in the TV station before. The one that appeared in this event, which I believe I have never seen before that scene. That's still a question that have not been answered yet. I'm just waiting. I'm still waiting for the answer. 86 after. Hoshiguma, Hoshiguma, can you hear me? Can you hear? Quit yapping. Hoshi, you know what? Yap all you want. We'll give that Aho a warm welcome. What does Kimbe want with me? Kimbe? Who's that? I mean, Mifune. What am I supposed to know? You're an idol, so maybe the Oyabun has some use for you. Or maybe he just plans to do you in. You'll have butter him up more with that pretty face of yours. I don't know what you're thinking. Kairo, who's the heck texting me? Everyone knows I got assigned last minute guard duty. What? Some other unlucky sods taking over the shift? Yahoo! He's gone. What happened? Why did I feel like I was hearing voices? Even talking to Hoshiguma. Am I going crazy? Behind you. Eee! Oh, there she is! Why? Why does she looks like... What's her name? Ina? From Hololive? The octopus girl? Why she looks so much like her? Look, wait, maybe... No, it couldn't be the same artist, could it? But she does look much like her. She even gives the octopus vibe with these circular details on her staff. She has a very similar color scheme too. Plus the haircut. Nah, don't let me even get started on the haircut. So you weren't acting those shows. I didn't believe it when Kichisei told me. You know Kichisei? Is she alright? Locked up, like you, but it's probably safe for now. Who are you? You can call me Sarasa. I am a fan of yours. And I guess you could say I am Mifune's employee. But my true identity is an undercover cyber ninja. Okay, alright, she's tuning. Alright, okay. Cyber ninja? How's that different from a regular ninja? Look, ninja are nothing more than hired killers. But the cyber kind? You're wanderers of the Winter City net. Wouldn't it be easier to just call yourself a hacker then? But I thought cyber ninja were pretty much the same. Hired by corporations to attack each other, just to specialize in intercity net operations. Fine, I am a cyber ronin ninja. But I don't know where you came from, or why you're helping me. That video that you saw at home, the one where Mifune and Mio plots to infect you with oripathy, I was the one who leaked it to warn you. Just, do you trust me now? You were the one who gave me that fright in the middle of the night? Well, it was the first time I worked on a Mitsukue. I mean, the Kinseki channel signal system. It was a mistake. I didn't do it on purpose, I promised. Oh, alright. Well, I guess I do owe you my life. Honestly, I only applied to Kinseki channel because I heard it was the biggest TV station in Mitsukue, and I needed a job. As the longer I worked, the more things began to stink. At least they had you at their poster groom. But they didn't even keep their hands off you. Especially that Mifune. I would have just kept my head down and did the work I was paid for if he wasn't so yabai. She speaks like such a weeb. Actually, a lot of people here speaks like a weeb. But I would rather jump into the sea than work another day for that piece of shit. Now that I think about it, don't these two look like Kiara? I think that's what's her name, and Ina. Don't these two like an awkward combo? I located Hoshiguma using Mifune's monitoring network, so I patched you in briefly. You can do that? I remember how the technical director spent a long time fumbling with a preset connection the last time I was live on air. That just means he sucks at his job. Now, listen to me. I will patch you in with Hoshiguma again, and have her wait outside. You take Kichisei. Listen to me, and I will make sure those stupid Yakuza never even catch a glimpse of your shadow. No, I can't go. Are you crazy? Do you want Mifune to cut you up into bird and beast feet? Where can I go if I leave? The Southern Court is a big place. Plenty of places you can go. Lay low for the rest of my life. Always looking over my shoulder? No way. I didn't give myself the name Momoka Hanyu, but if you tell me I have to give up, I have to give it up now. Is that any different from being dead? Are you serious? Aren't you afraid to die? Do you have a death wish or something? I don't know. All I know is that it's the only path I have left. Fine, you know what? That sounded really cool. Like a line straight out of a movie. You're a star for a reason. How do you plan on continuing to be a star then? What if Kimbe won't let you? Whoever stands in my way, you're gonna find out that even I can bite when I backed into a corner. Didn't Kimbe make up all those Kaiden stories? I will tell all Mitsuko that they have been lied to. Interesting. Can you connect me to every TV set in Mitsuko? I'm going to expose Kimbe to the entire city. How long do you think it's gonna take? In all those TVs at one at a time. They are doing that Ascension ceremony and broadcasting it to the whole city. All I need to do is take a ride on it. You still have that broken sword? It will come in useful. The first thing that Kimbe's people did when they captured us was take it from me. But I'll say it, with or without the evidence. Good. I will get to that Kichisei girl, and I'll only on the other side of the TV, and then we can talk about how we will teach Mifune a lesson. Moriuchi? Oh, finally! Finally he appeared. Also, I'm just so glad that the event decided to reveal who that girl was. I was starting to fear that I would have to wait a long time. I would have to wait a not whole other event before I could get to my answer. Glad to see that didn't happen. Now, let me drink some water. Wonderful. Why do I feel weak on my arms? It's so weird. You know what? I'm going to ignore it. The lion does not concern himself with the weakness in his arms. Where are you? Where are you? Did I doze off? Wait. Did the Kami-sama... I'm not in that much of a hurry. It's you? Moriuchi sits straight with a start. He wants to turn around, but dares not. Afraid that he will learn that it is all a dream, and there is nothing there at all. The Kami seems satisfied with this reaction. Kami-sama. It's been a long time. You're finally willing to show yourself to me. I'm very grateful that you pulled my family out of poverty. Did you spend all these years looking for me just to say thank you? I wanted to thank you, of course, but there was also something I wanted to ask. Why did you leave us? Why was it that we lost our happy life, little by little, until it was all gone? Did we offend you? Or was it fate that not even you could avert? That was why you chose to avoid us. What does any of that have to do with me? I understand. Of course, it couldn't be. I mean, yes. Did you spend all these years looking for me? Just to learn the reason? Are you not looking for me because you wanted to seize happiness again? I have said this many times, but I guess you are too young to remember. So I'll be patient and tell you once more. I never give anyone anything. Think of it this way. There's something I like, and I appear in front of people when I see it. Something? Do you mean happiness? Yes. I didn't avoid you because I was angry at you, or ashamed to see you. I simply chose not to see you because happiness had left you. But now, I have a reason to see you again. Choose the right path, and you shall know happiness beyond your wildest dreams. The Kami's voice is exactly as he remembers. But for some reason, it makes the hair on the back of his neck stand. Is it because it has lost the innocence of childhood? Is it because he has heard too many lies in his time? Yes, he has heard too many lies. And he has learned to treat all beautiful promises as deception. But this is different. Please, tell me. You stand in the eye of the storm. The Oni, Hashiguma, the snake, King Bear, add to that a poor gold fan, and a wolf who believes its own nose. You. All your fates are intertwined. Oh, there was also an unfortunate old man, but he's dead now. That's right, son. With his death, you finally have the chance to seize the happiness that you have longed for. His death? My happiness? What do you mean? Why is Desai dead? Who killed him? Is it so hard to guess? But you really should ask yourself though. As if it matters. You stand where countless people could only dream of standing with Yuchi. This is a business opportunity, a big one. Choose rights and everything will be yours. You want me to stand on Kimba's side? Kimba's a liar. He wouldn't let me live. That's why it's a big business opportunity. Kimba's a liar, certainly, but he needs you. More specifically, Kinsekikai needs you. The separation of the Kinsekikai and the Kinseki group has entered the final phase. Only a catastrophic event could stop it. Everything seems to be going according to Kimba's plan, but he's about to find that he isn't as powerful as he thought. I have survived for so long between the overworld and underworld that Kajimachi and Nita Street. As a man, You're not that far off from Kimbe. Moriuchi is stunned. In his mind, he fantasized about his reunion with the Kami countless times. But never in another 1,000 years would he have imagined that it would so calmly tell him something so terrifying. You want me to take Kimbe's place? Is that the happiness that you're talking about? Yes. What if I take his place, but find it beyond my abilities? But you will be rich. Very rich. Rich? You will be rich, whether you have the ability or not. Maybe not as rich as Kimbe is, but the kind of wealth that you could hardly even imagine right now. Is money not happiness? Was it not money that you and your family found when you were young? Is it not because of money that Mitsukue and this country enjoy endless happiness? Where would happiness be if money left you? Is this the lesson you have for me? Not a lesson. It's the simplest law of existence. Kimbe knows it. The Diet knows it. Virtually everyone in Mitsukue knows it. You knew it too, when you were little. Moriuchi feels a chill come over him, as though the setting sun is suffocating in its own golden. Is this really the Kami that he encountered when he was young? Or is this simply an absurd nightmare? No, something trying to deceive him and make him abandon his search for the Kami. But its mannerisms, the way it talked, even the line, "What does any of that have to do with me?" He has never forgotten. In Moriuchi's memory, even those cold words seemed to be a kind of encouragement. Now, Moriuchi is gasping for air, but the cold nightmare seems inexorably suffocating. He reaches into his pocket and takes out the key. There are numerous scratches on the old-fashioned key, with a tiny mannequineko hanging from the keychain. It has kept him company for many years. Money is happiness, you say? Maybe that's what I always thought, deep inside. But did you ever stop to think, before all that happened, you only ever thought of you as a friend, the only friend of a lonely boy? The friend brought me happiness, for which I was very grateful, but could never repay. You had no intention to accept everything I did. When you disappeared after I failed to come see you for a while, I thought it must be because I had neglected. I thought I deserved it. Because I had abandoned my only friends. You know, I almost did the exact same thing when I was being coerced by Mithun. The only? Yes. My guts wrenched in shame when she came to rescue me. But I couldn't say anything. You just told me that I got it backwards all along. It wasn't you who brought me happiness. It simply came to me because happiness was there. Yes. I see. You're Ikami. You have never been any more or less than Ikami. I'm sorry for my arrogance to think that I could befriend Ikami. Never mind trying to catch his tail. Thank you for coming to see me and telling me that I have been walking down the wrong path my entire life. How could the information broker have any true friends? Oh, Moriuchi. Moriuchi raises the keys and takes off the Maneki Neko accessory. He looks at the keychain, as though he's talking to the Kami behind it. But I wanted a friend. A true friend. Do you understand that? Would it make you angry? If you're not angry, then might I be so presumptuous as to make a bet with you? Moriuchi stretches out his hand into the sky, unobstructed by concrete. If I do as you say, I will never have a true friend for the rest of my life. I will never have true happiness. He bites his lip and opens up his trembling hand. The accessory falls straight down, like any ordinary object, and it's soon swallowed by the dark streets beneath the setting sun. Sayonara. Where are you going? To find Hoshiguma. If Tessa is dead, as you said, then I have to go and help Hoshiguma. She's in the back alley of Mita Street, the one of that tiny shrine. Huh? What are you humming for? It's me? Maneki Neko-sama, Moriuchi turns around to see nothing, as though nothing was there to begin with, except for the orange-yellow glow dust. He turns his head to the front and sees the noisy Kami floating in the air. That Neko left because you rejected. Does that surprise you? Then why did you help? It's not me who wanted to help you. The star of our shrine told me to help you if I have time. For all the Chikua offerings you made. Neko could have done it itself. Oh, all the little ferrets, always so sassy. Thank you for the help. And pass on my thanks to that star. Don't expect me to help you fight. I'm just pointing the way. After all, both of us have a score to settle with that bastard Mifune. Moriuchi-san? Did you come to help me or stop me? Help. Did you find your Kami-sama then? It's doing fine. Much better than I am. It has nothing to do with it, now that I have found it. Where's Momoka? Isn't she with you? I was about to go in and rescue her. Moriuchi? Is that Moriuchi? The TV? Moriuchi-san. Oh, sorry. This is another person. Who is this? Oh, it might be the girl. Hold on. Moriuchi-san, Momoka told me your Hoden's the best in Higashi. I want to try it once this is all over and done with. Who are you? Call me Sarasa, but we don't have time for introductions right now. Momoka, Kichi-say, get closer to the mic. Time to make battle plans. Mitsuko in for a big surprise. I can't wait. I can't wait. I want to see Mifune eat dirt. I want to see Mifune feel blood. Although I still do think that it doesn't matter if they kill him or not. That's not really going to change anything for them. Because there are still people way above him. But at the very least, you can kick his ass just a little bit, right? And hopefully we can get Mio out of the Kinseki group. I think that's going to be a little bit more difficult. Oh well. Perhaps it is best to be cold and heartless, true and true. Perhaps that home should never have existed in the first place. Cold Moonlight, 87. Before. Gazing down from the top of the TV tower, one can see fireworks rise in the night sky before falling silently and disappearing from sight. Oops, sorry, I hit the desk. The fireworks show has not begun yet. This is simply the warm-up for the warm-up. The Phidia gazes at his own reflection in the window, and that of the reforced Hanya behind him. Hanya, I finally have you. After 20 years. Too late. Too late. What could you possibly do for me, other than acting as witness to the ceremony in Tessai's place? As the Phidia gazes upon the reforged Hanya, he realizes that they are remnants of what seems to be straps of some sort on the handle on the backside. The backside is untouched. A good shield, but nothing more. Mio. How long until the start of the ceremony? Around in an hour. I'm going downstairs for some fresh air. Hoshiguma may crash the ceremony, Mifune-san. So much the better. What do you mean? If she does, it would mean one of two things. Either she's been driven to madness, or she has somehow managed to stay calm after Tessa is dead. My turf, in front of my camera, on television, however, he will be nothing more than a crazed murderer. Nothing more than a footnote in the Ascension ceremony. A failure driven to madness. Even if I am not a match for her, the ones upstairs will take care of her. About Momoka. Getting soft-hearted. Well, we could certainly keep her around for a while longer. Extract every last bit of value from her. We have plenty of ways to persuade her. But we will have to leave that Pichisei alive too, so that Momoka is not driven to despair. You haven't dealt with her yet, have you? No. Good. What about Tetsuya? Mio? He escaped. He what? Mifune's voice turned sinister in an instant. The truth. I let him go. Soft-hearted again. Yes. Is that all? That's all. I'm disappointed in you. I am prepared to accept my punishment. It can wait. But this necessitates a change in your responsibilities. You will face Hoshiguma, if she does come. It's my duty. Don't be in such a hurry to say yes. You know what awaits if she shows up before me, still living and breathing. Yes. Two ninjas will keep a constant eye on you. Don't try anything funny. Now, I need to get that fresh air. Make sure everyone is ready for any unexpected situations. The fireworks show won't start for a while. Let's walk around. No, darling, we should go straight to the site of the fireworks show on the other side of the river. That darling made me cringe. Having to say that made me cringe. They're saying on the intercity net that this area is not safe now. Rumor has it that the Oyabun of the Kinseki Kai is dead, killed by the Owl Oni, the one in the Kaidan. Oh, that's media mogul? What's his name? No, that's Mifune. It was Tessai who's died. Huh? You know, I actually thought Mifune was the one who died, since he's always showing up in public. There's been rumors coming from Kajimachi, plus the Northern Court spy that they're talking about. Anyway, we should go over to the other side of the river. Smart people. Smart people. Very, very, very smart people. It's a good thing that they're not going to be around here to see all the chaos that is going to transpire. Kaidan. Hot topics. Manipulation of public opinion. has become second nature to him. Who would have thought that all the kaidan of Mitsukue originated from Shimasu's attempt to blackmail him over the Diet candidate affair, only to end up slain by his sword. Shimasu's death needed to be covered up. The fledgling TV station needed relevance. The Diet member whom he has trying to butter up was waiting to see him prove his quality. So, he linked Hoshiguma with Sawara the Silencious of Shin-Aki and reported on the haunted house for a week. It was a smashing success. The intensive reporting dispelled any suspicions that the viewers had, and left behind plenty of room for him to clean up and misdirect. Relevance from the kaidan became money. Money moved the Diet members and shackled the police, made the King Sekikai grovel before him, and rendered Tessai powerless to intervene. Everything snowballed from there. The haunted house became the ideal place to dispose of people who got in the way. Oh, I see. But the trick could not continue forever. Interest would fade, and revenue would decline, while Tessai's suspicions and the pressure of public opinion grew. When the last gangster who knew how the Diet candidate died was dealt with, he began to expand the scope and channels of the kaidan. It could involve the kami or accident, even a fabricated story that was sufficiently interesting and frightening. He too wondered why the people of Mitsukue were so obsessed with kaidan. They feared any potential danger in life, but they could not control their own curiosity. The prospect of danger seemed to represent a fatal attraction. The TV station provided the King Sekikai with a constant source of income, funding the crystalline component industry, making him someone whom Tessai looked down on, but could not do without him. Meanwhile, to him, Tessai was already nothing more than a Emergency. 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 This is not a drill. This is not a drill. What's going on? Earthquake? Mitsukue is under attack by the Northern Courts. Repeat. Mitsukue is under attack by the Northern Court. For your own safety, please follow these instructions. What? A Northern Court invasion? If you are inside, close all doors and windows and await further instructions. If you are outside, go to the nearest shelter immediately. Shelter? Do we have those in Mitsukue? There used to be announcements, but now we'll have to look for those signs. We have to look for the signs. On the streets and beyond, all of Mitsukue is suddenly filled with red light, with the exception of the oblivious fireworks. A fear that was once forgotten has been reawakened. Conflict between North and South has only increased since the Blood Peak campaign, but the rapid economic growth caused the attention of the people to drift away from the gunfire on the border. Mizukue and Kusarigawa continued to treat each other as potential adversaries, even after the 90s, but the average folk had long since forgotten the possibility. The sphere, which has lain forgotten for many years but never truly, seized the heart of Mitsuko's people more powerfully than any Kaidan. Mifune-san. What the blazes is going on? Someone hacked into Kinseki Channel's broadcasting network. They tampered with the backup emergency footage provided by the government and are broadcasting it all over the city. We are not sure how, but they even managed to take over the networks of some of the other stations. Even our partners are affected. They are spamming on our phone lines, thinking that we approve it. Mushibushi, what's going on? The diet? Oh, it all comes crumbling down, crumbling down, crumbling down. It all comes crumbling down, time to die. Although the diet is still going to be a problem though. How's the infiltration going? Couldn't be better. Total chaos right now. I had no difficulty breaching. Don't go too far, Sarasa. There might be unintended consequences to spreading fake news. Don't worry, I avoided crowded places like the fireworks show, and places like hospitals, schools, and old folks' homes, where people tend to have weak hearts. I also set a redirection video to play after the warning looped a few times, telling people that it was a mistake. I will go to the ceremony now with Momoka and Kichise. Time for you to create more chaos, Hoshiguma. On it. How should I say? How considerate of Sarasa to avoid the houses of old people. But I wonder though, how exactly she got access to that information to be able to tell which television is in an old person home? Yeah, because I don't think that it should be public information. And if it comes from the Kinseki channel, if the information comes from the Kinseki channel, then why the fuck they have that type of information? Hoshiguma walks in the opposite direction of the panicking crowd, towards the TV station. As Sarasa said, the broadcasts are now changing to play the retraction video, and the crowd gradually begins to calm down. As Hoshiguma walks, she wonders if she might see the reaction she hoped for from the crowd. It needs not to be an awakening or an awareness of vigilance. Nothing so heavy. She just wants to see them shiver and remember what fear truly is. Not just a little punctuation to spice up a happy life. But all she hears is people excitedly repeating a single word. Kaidan. Here we are. Sorry, I fucked that up. Here we are. Oh, sorry. I fucked it up again. So little security. Looks like the station really has its hands full. The one-horned Oni walks inside without hesitation, passing by 1, 2, and 3 station staff without being noticed. How? How? Well, I guess there is a lot of people around, so maybe that could be the reason. But otherwise, I think a big-ass Oni with red hair would be pretty noticeable. Especially with all the flashy colored clothing that she's wearing. Until the 4th. The Owl Oni? It's the Owl Oni, called the Kinseki Kai. Suggest you make way while I am still asking politely. No. They have her surrounded. They outnumber her many to one. Yet, for some reason, there is a thought in all their minds that they cannot shake. She outmatches them, one against many. This is for your own good. Maybe some of you have heard about what the Aoni of the King Sekikai did 20 years ago, right here in Mitsukue. Even if we are no longer clan family, even if your Oyabun killed Uncle Tessai, I don't want to fight you if I don't have to. Make way. I want to see Kinbe. Don't make me do this. You want to get away. The King Sekikai never issued a notice of expulsion or no contact to you. You are still part of the King Sekikai, and to attack us is to attack your own family. Do you really believe that? No one answers. Hoshiguma continues walking, almost nonchalant. There's no sound of footsteps behind her. Only a slight whoosh of something flying through the air. She does not even cast a glance at it, be it knife or flash drive, shuriken or just a handful of beans. None of that matters anymore. You're throwing a knife. You really should throw it like you mean it. You might as well have been throwing roasted soybeans. Oni wa soto, fuku wa uchi. That's the old saying. Oni out, fortune in. Surrender. We can't keep at it. We can't keep it at that. There's no bad blood between us. No bad blood? Maybe you're right. But back in my day, we had a different slogan when we threw beans in Kajimachi. We said fortune out, Oni in. She draws her sword. The Yakuza who have heard of the Aoni instinctively take a step backwards. Only one of the younger members steps forward, seemingly oblivious to what he is risking for a chance at glory. Alright then. No one saw what the one-horned Oni did. All they saw was a blue flash. And the young Yakuza fell to the ground, a bloody gash on his thigh. There's one of her. There's only one of her. Get her. We are the King Sekikai. We are the strongest. Get her. We must not disappoint the King Sekikai or Chairman Mifune. Oh, big mistake. Look at this bozo. Look at this bozo. He thinks he can go against Hoshiguma. He doesn't even have his own sprites. He gets the standard NPC sprites. What a bozo. That's more like it. They rush towards the striding Oni like the tide. The Oni takes step after step forwards, until the distance between her and the figure ahead closes to a hair's breadth. Once again, the blue light. But this time, everyone sees the true nature of the Oni, no longer attempting to suppress her fury. Hoshiguma's blade moves through the air. Before long, there is no longer anyone standing in her way. The injuries are not fatal, but no one has the strength, nor the stomach, to oppose her anymore. Only the one-horned Oni still stands tall. that. Oh, and here is where I will end the stream today. You know, it's nice to see Mifune get a little desperate, even if it's just for a little while. God damn it, man. Ah, it's so nice. It's so. We are so lucky. We are so lucky that Sarasa is here with us. If it was not for her, we would not be able to organize with the others like that. Ah, so lucky. So lucky. What a savior Sarasa is. We should give Sarasa way more credit. If it wasn't because look, no. Think about it. If it wasn't for Sarasa, Momoka, or should I say Haruka? Should I use her real name? Haruka would have died long ago. Hoshiguma. If Haruka was dead, Hoshiguma perhaps would not have much of a reason to go after Tessa. Not Tessa, Mifune. Ah, man, Sarasa is such an important piece in this whole ordeal. Oh, damn. We should give Sarasa more credit. I hope she becomes playable soon. And I think Mio... Talking about playable characters, Mio could be a candidate if she's still alive by the end of this. What will be of Mio though? Well, I guess the only way to know is reading the story tomorrow. Tomorrow I plan to start streaming at the same hour. I will leave it scheduled so other people might be able to see. Hopefully it doesn't happen anything like what happened today where unforeseen circumstances make me delay the stream for many hours. 2.5 hours in fact. God damn it, those fights, why they have to clog? Whatever. But yeah, tomorrow, Arknights stream, the final part of this event. And once I finish the story, on the day after them, I can finally start Anfield. Man, I can't wait. I have been restraining myself for so long, just so I could play Enfield on stream from beginning to end. Okay, finally, man, I can't wait. All right, time to end this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for watching. Bye.